Hello everybody, Joe Tactical here again. In this video I wanted to share with you the ESEE-3mil. Now I did a video before on my ESEE-3, but this is the 3mil, and basically the only real difference to the blade itself is it has this like strike point glass breaker on the pommel. Alright, now I'm going to just compare it real quick just so you guys get the idea of the differences for those that don't know. And also, I'm not an expert, I'm not military, I'm not law enforcement. I'm just making these videos just to share with you guys and take with that whatever you want, and that's that. See, this has a little strike point there. And then this is just rounded. Now it looks that this is this lanyard hole here is maybe a couple thousandths of an inch wider, which I kind of prefer that, just in case you have some type of unusual cordage, not just 550 cord, and it was just a little bit thicker and you wanted to put on there for a lanyard. And also, if it doesn't compromise strength, of course it lightens it up a little bit. You know, not really worried about that, but excuse me, nevertheless. Also, the handle here is pretty much the same as far as size wise. Same great finish, like you run your finger across here and it feels perfect matching up. It's not like the handle material, and by the way, this is micarta. It's not like the micarta scales are stepped, you know, like you can feel the spine. It's very smooth, almost like it's one piece, so you really can't feel the difference as far as, you know, the two pieces of material. Also, it does have the Allen-headed flush mount screws, and that really works out well. You can take the handle on and off. I guess if you wanted to, you could switch this handle and put on that. That would be kind of cool to darken this color up if you wanted to do that. I might do that at some point way down the road, but as of right now, the tan's just fine. I don't really care. The only reason why I would do that, just because I generally prefer all black stuff unless I'm trying to do some type of camo thing, but I don't really try to hide from anybody, so I don't really need camo that much. It's nice to blend in, but nevertheless, I'm not going to go into all that stuff. Now the sheath, I guess the only thing I would really choose differently for this would be, I wish they would come with a black sheath. I know I am going to order a couple of these actually for both, because for example, the standard ESEE-3, this is my EDC blade, and it came with that coyote tan, or, you know, desert tan, whatever they want to call it, sheath, and I want to get a black sheath for that, and I also want to get one for this. I don't have a problem with the colorations or whatever, but it kind of makes it stand out more if you're trying to carry it like I do my everyday carry, and those colors kind of scream military, where black just kind of blends in. You know, is it a camera case? And oh wait, it's a knife. Where something like this is like, there's a military color. So, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. But I don't have a problem with it. I like the foliage over the tan better. But it locks in there real good. And of course, I'll say this, guys. I don't know how much everybody sells these molly back attachments for these for, but I've seen them before and they're like $40. Now, personally for me, it's only like a $10 difference in the knife itself. So even if you don't think you're going to use this, I would suggest to you to get it. Spend the extra 10 bucks, because if in 2 years down the road you find that you're like, man, I really wish I had that molly attachment for whatever the case may be, whether it be a pack, you know, a vest, or even putting your belt on it. You know, like when I carry mine EDC, I skip this loop here and I put that portion on my belt. So you see what I'm saying? It's a lot better, and also it comes with the tech locks, and you can use the tech locks for other stuff and everything. And really, you could use this for other stuff if you wanted to. And if it's a $10 difference, why in the heck not, right? So that's where I look at it with it. But I prefer this molly setup anyway. Awesome sheath design. It's not Kydex, it's a plastic. But you know what? I don't really care. It's got a good drain hole there. I might actually widen that drain hole up just a little bit. Maybe put like 3/16 bit, something like that, to just widen it a little bit. That way it would drain a little bit more efficiently, and I would come in from the bottom. It's not a hit on the sheath at all. It's something I can do in a second, and I don't really care. As long as the company and manufactures this, they do all the hard stuff that I can't modify myself, I'm cool with that. You know, so that really works out well. But the 3mm, I'll tell you, it's awesome. And I don't know if I said it already, but the number is 7593. That's kind of cool. It's not the coolest number out there, but you know, it's pretty cool. But I know I'm going to get a question, more than a couple questions about this. If I had to pick one, what would it be? Well, if it was going to be strictly for EDC, that's a tough one. The glass breaking tip would be good in an everyday carry situation, because if something were to happen and you got trapped in a vehicle, you know, a burning building, whatever, that would be good to have on you every day. Okay? There's another side to that, though. If you don't need that, that could poke into your side a little bit and be kind of annoying. This being a little smooth could be a little bit more comfortable. So you have to kind of weigh out, what do you think your threat level would be and everything else. Either way, both would work for you. And I'm going to tell you something, depending on the glass, of course, and I'm not an expert, I'm not military, I'm not law enforcement, but depending on the glass, I think that I could use this and break glass. Now, if it's lit, like, you know, high strength laminated safety glass or something like that, you're not going to get through it. But really, if you're not going to get through it with this, you're at least going to have a hard time getting through it with this, if you can even get through it. So don't get wrapped up on that glass breaking thing. It's a great option, but it's not essential. But personally, for me, I like options, as you can see. And if you can afford both, get both. Even if you can't afford both, like I really couldn't, but you know, I had the cash, and of course I had to do it, right? But yeah, I mean, it all depends on what your use would be. If you're going to have it in a survival kit and it's going to be in a bag and you're not going to carry it around, I would say, you know what, for an extra $10, whatever it is, difference between the regular 3, is get the 3mm, because then you have that glass breaking capabilities, and you don't have to worry about it poking in you. And then at that point, why not just get the 3mm? Unless you favor, like I like the handle on the standard 3, this like greenish micarta, the gray micarta, better than the tan. So if you like that better, go with that. But if you don't really care about that, I would say spend a couple more dollars to get that in a survival situation, like if you have some type of get home bag or whatever, a bail-up bag or something like that, man purse, woman purse, whatever, whoever the case may be. But that's just my 2 cents on that. I like this for an EDC blade, okay, and I have them both now, and this is going to continue to be my EDC blade. So that's where I'm at with that. I hope you guys found this helpful in some kind of way. I know I'm kind of conflicted here. Do I do pretty much the same review just because it has a different, not even a review, but do I do the same type of video except for the tip here? The sheath, of course, it's MOLLE attachment here. You got adjustments here. It's got the nice hardware. It mounts in 4 places. It retains in the sheath well. It also has a Velcro, and you could probably you know, put some type of 550 cord on there to secure it a little bit better if you're worried about the Velcro failing. Maybe install a snap or something, I don't know. And also it has this jump proof, so if you're jumping out of a plane or a helicopter or something like that, and you don't want to lose your knife, you just, for those that don't know, just put it in there and it's jump proof. It's not coming out or anything. But also it has this too. Let me just mention this and then I'm going to shut up. It has this little plastic piece here. I'm probably going to cut this off. And I'll tell you why. One of the main reasons is when I do the everyday carry with the 3, is this thing pokes right in my side. right in my side, and it's very annoying. So what I might do is just take wire cutters and just snip here, and pull it out that sleeve, because I'm never going to do the drop leg thing. I don't need to attach that. And I will say this while I'm on this topic here, is there's a sleeve or a channel that this little ring is inside of. Now I'm not going to do away with that because that's soft. If I ever feel the need to mount it in some type of configuration that would require this, I'd slide 550 cord right through there. If I needed to add rigidity, oh boy, here Joe Tactical goes babbled again. If I needed to add rigidity, I would possibly get a thin piece of plastic tubing. Not really, it doesn't have to be like PVC, like really hard, because I don't know where you would get that. But I would put that in as an insert, and then I would feed 550 cord through it. That's just me. But really, if I didn't need the rigidity, I wouldn't go through all that trouble. I just string up 550 cord, maybe double 550 cord in there, and you'd be good to go. Just to do away with that, a little bit less weight. I'm not like one of those weight conscious guys where I weigh everything and all that stuff, but nevertheless, just throwing it out there. If you guys have any questions, any comments, any concerns or anything, please feel free to drop me a line. I am not an expert. I'm not a professional. I'm not military. I'm not law enforcement. I'm just making this video to share with you for whatever my opinions, for whatever it's worth, and I hope that you got something beneficial from it. And it's like I always say, guys, let's all learn from each other. Thank you very much for watching. Joe Tactical out.